What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Eberron, episode 34, bringing in the new year, baby. Let's go.
Where am I? What year is it?
I like how we started this year with a campaign that had the most epic finisher of all time last year.
I know.
Yeah. Very pumped about that.
Didn't have to wait this week at all. Get right into the meat and potatoes.
It was pretty nice.
Meat and potatoes.
If you guys didn't see the last two episodes of Eberron, what the doing with your lives? It's on YouTube. You can get it. You can lap it up. It's fantastic.
And then comment about it afterwards.
Oh, it's lap worthy.
Ah, nice. Well done. Well done. I need more joking. Oh yeah.
I'll time on my jokes when it looks like you're getting ready to take a swig of something.
Hey, you know what? I don't even have to drink. I have enough snot in the back of my head. I can cheers you at any point in time. Don't need it. Good.
You have to hit your head on the table like you do the bottom of the glass when you're doing that.
Yummy. It is good to be back with everybody, man. 2 weeks is far too fucking long to wait for D&D.
Is it just 2 weeks?
You were gone for 2 weeks, Adam. I didn't know what you were doing. You could have been making quiches, baking cookies for your nephews. Like, I don't even know what you did in Indiana. I have no clue.
You want to know a secret? Nothing. I did jack shit for 2 weeks. It was great. And then today happened.
Yeah, today can like go just
Hello,
become
darkness, my old friend.
That was it. I opened my email and almost went, nope.
How about that?
I'm good. So I spent the whole day going through and I'm still not done. But you know, that's fine. That's what tomorrow is for. That's tomorrow me's problem.
Yeah, fuck tomorrow me.
This is tasty. Well, if you guys didn't know, show swap has begun in the new year. Eberron gets its own allocated day on Tuesdays, so I can sit there and homebrew it. And let me tell you what, it already paid dividends because I got to sit down today and spend 2 hours just on the houses. I got to sit back and I was like, you know what? I need more. The world is starting to open up, and Corvair is huge. I don't know, like when Forgotten Realms, you can pretty much, you're like, knock out a handful of cities, Baldur's Gate, Shander, Waterdeep. Learn a couple on the coast, on the Sword Coast. Whatever happens there is like the other 6 Narnia books. Okay? They're far out there and they barely feel like canon. The world is much smaller there in the Forgotten Realms. Corvair is like, oh, Keith Baker said, let me open up this mystical world of steampunk with 17 layers over the top of it. Like, okay. I'm starting to understand the politics on a greater scale, and that's very much needed for where we're headed. So I'm excited. It's already paying dividends for what we've done in the shift. Baldur's Gate is not changing. It's remaining on Wednesday. It's going to be in the same slot. But Witchlight slides into our D and double feature, makes it easier for me because it's a preloaded module, and everybody already knows that I don't read ahead. So I barely take a peek before I know what we're going into. And it's almost a surprise for all of us. It makes it really a bit easier for me. Truly.
I love those, though, that it's like, oh, that happens. Oh my, oh no. Those are the best moments. Like, oh no, I did not read that. Oh no.
Oh no, not good. Cannot compute. And I just accidentally hit the epic button, so that's pretty cool.
And epic.
Though I'll be honest, community, I'm worried about you. I'm honestly worried about my entire Twitter following that didn't understand that I was memeing when I sent a picture of Barvlona as the meme that was going around of like if you enjoy my content, retweet if you think I'm a hottie. Literally Barvlona from Witchlight, and people are seriously commenting on there. Barvlona's got a skullet. Hey, I don't need Twitter to tell me I'm hot. I already know that, okay? I put a picture of a skullet. I thought it was memeable enough. Apparently it's not.
Apparently it's not.
Nope. I think you're a hottie though.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My ego always appreciates more
Yeah.
self-affirmation.
I don't ever want to fucking collaborate though, so.
Yeah, I gave you a heart. I like what you're doing. I want you to stay around.
Once you stay around, I don't necessarily want to work with you because you're kind of you. But I mean, it was a picture of Barvlona. Like, why would you want to?
I saw that and was like, yes. I was just like, yeah, this tracks. This tracks.
3 D&D nerds got it. Corbin was all about it, which I knew Torben would get it. And then everybody else was like, oh my God, like playing around with the meme. I'm like, I didn't put a picture of real me. This is memeing. Do not act like this. Oh my God. People in their South. Am I pretty in the new year? Do I feel good about myself? God, I hate.
No, you don't.
At the end of the day, just alien engineered apes, man. It's just rough. It's rough in them streets. Get suckered into the worst chain. Like, that's the worst part about it. This is 1990s chainmail all over again for me. You just relive it in a differerent way.
In a world of alien engineered apes, I'm a face hugger.
Do you think I'm sexy and you want my body?
Please retweet this tweet right now.
Are we in Witchlight? I don't know. We might be in Eberron the musical.
I gotta remember how everyone sounds in my head.
Cool. Hey, that's 2 week breaks. I'm always going, you know what? This is why you should put parentheses what kind of dumb accent you give all your NPCs, because they're eventually all going to default back to, if they're a boss, Colonel Sanders is here for you. It'll be an old Southern man from my upbringing, or some sweet Irish
Why
lady.
did you get so distinguished? Well, you see, when I was coming across the lands of the sands and I woke up, I decided I was going to change my life.
If they have Sir in their name, they're all going to sound like Sir Sequence, Sir Talifar. So you're going on a Jumanji.
I love Sir Talifar. Rest well, sweet prince.
He's going. He's on a mission.
Yeah,
Truly.
he's going back to the Sealy court. Spoilers.
And speaking of people that are on a mission, everybody that's joined up and making the Patreon take off even further, patreon.com/CaptainRoBear. You guys are supporting the whole cast in 2022. You guys get a celebratory horn. Thank you guys so much. We got a whole bunch of new members piling in, but we got to thank our big dogs out there, Shabby, Shy Flames, West Wolf, and the OG for namesake. Thank you guys for your relentless supports and over the top that makes these gears greased. Thank you guys so much for your huge $150 pledges. You guys are absolutely amazing. And thank you to all of our $25. Tons of people have upped theirs to go into the $25 tier. I am not sick, so I'm excited to drop some XP lore this week for you guys. I have 2 things written out. You're gonna get a little bit more on Baldur's Gate this week, specifically about the interactions between the Feywild and the crossover that happened with Asher. So if you've been digging in and wanting to find out a little bit more of how that went down, and a lot of that has been talked behind the scenes, that's going to be the first XP lore drop that goes out. And I'm excited. We're going to be putting up a poll for the next one, so you guys are going to get to vote between a couple of choices, because I'm going to try to do a bonus this month from me being sick last week and on my deathbed and barely able to pull off 1 episode of D&D. So we have extra bonus content coming your way. And always, Voodoo Ranger is sponsoring us going into 2022 all the way through. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody over at their team. I can officially announce on this stream, and you know what? I'll give another horn to that. We're going to be doing some special episodes of D&D over on the Voodoo Ranger channel. We're going to have at least 4 episodes of D&D that incorporate all new people that you've never seen before, folks from the brewery, other Voodoo Ranger partners that are out in the metaverse, including hopefully a bunch of my friends in Magic that I haven't got to collaborate with yet. Yes, I still play daily. Yes, we'll probably try to incorporate that back into the stream again because I'm having a lot of fun. And it's not just me hate decking every day, which is horrible content. But I'm super, super pumped. That's
exciting.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a crazy year. There's gonna be I can't announce now, but there's gonna be a new convention on my schedule, and it's a biggie. It's a big boy, like Big Bear.
You're gonna do like a beer festival one shot
Big Bear.
where they're having to run like a beer booth, a brewery booth, a beer festival. It's just taken over.
It's just nightmare fuel for them. Absolute nightmare fuel for them. But
I want to fight, but all I'm doing is cleaning this goddamn tank.
I just want to be. Can you invite me, and then I'll RP the owner, and I'll just be at the booth drunk, just laughing and having a good time, and making all the workers just work, and I'm drunk. Get back to work. And that'll be it.
oh yeah, totally. I got one last thing to show everybody. I have to thank Wizards of the Coast for finally adding me onto the super cool kids list. You guys will get to see before the tweet and the Instagram tomorrow. Oh, I got this super cool like D&D, like I don't even know, it's like a shimmy or like shawl like tied around the box, and I was like, oh, I'm putting that on my chair immediately. Oh yeah, this is like the little fringy, but I'm like, oh, it goes perfect there.
That's awesome. Did you get the giant the bathrobe or whatever too? Ooh, the big box.
Ah, the big box from Dur. Here's the best part. The wrapping paper on the inside.
Oh, look at the mimic.
That looks awesome.
Look at that. They got little mimics and owlbears and axes and D20s.
Oh, that's so cool.
And they got this little owlbear ornament that's adorable.
God, that robe looks so freaking comfy.
Yes. So there's a huge like snuggy robe that's up in this bitch, and I'm gonna do it because we're getting winter weather here this week. So I'm like, oh, this is a perfect time because I was dead to rights when this shit came. And they got me some slippers.
Oh my gosh!
Awesome.
I can actually get my
Yes.
feet inside of it, which is remarkable. I'm not saying there's a lot of room, but maybe they can get stretched out a little bit. Yeah, and they've got some. They got some cocoa and a cool little thank you and a little marshmallow ring. So very cool package from them.
Resistance to cold. Oh, that's so clever.
Oh, very, very cool.
Thanks, Wizards. You're awesome.
Thank you, Wizards. Thanks for making me one of the cool kids. Yeah, and while I'm at it, this is what Magic made me one of the cool kids as well. They do a very, very cool, I love their Christmas cards because obviously they have a little bit of art to draw from.
Oh,
that's cool.
This was their annual Christmas card. Remember last year was Top Deck the Halls. Well, this year was Last Minute Shopping. They gave us another silver border. And if you're not familiar with the silver borders, these are the ones that are non-playable unless they're in just like a kitchen sink format. But you can ask your opponent if they remembered to buy you a present. And if they say yes, you put a card from outside the game in your hand. Otherwise, you gain control of the target permanent that they control. Dear brother, I couldn't forget you if I tried, and I have tried.
that's good.
That's so cool.
Very cool holo from them. And a sweet little card, as they always do. Very, very nice of them. So I've been getting used to my new address at my parents' old house since I take care of the estate. I'm like, I have to remember to go check the front porch. Been a hot minute since I've been receiving mail there. Like the only thing that goes there is like old car insurance, a life insurance, like quarterly pickups. But without further ado, let's pick up where we left off 2 freaking weeks ago. After launching a campaign into the sky to take the Readerin head on, balloons lifting small Hanbalani Atlas to create a mesh network up above the city of New Throne, trying to reinstall connections back to their homeland of Sarlona. You guys prepared a daring Indiana Jones-like assault, moving through the alleyways and then hopping into boxes to get onto one of the Zeppelins carrying the Hanbalani Atlases up into the sky. With a wonderful disguise, after Oxy tripped getting into one of the crates, assuming a former role as an underling within the Readerin army, you guys were able to take flight, taking out several airships and massive parts of the mesh network. You guys eventually squared off with another general, Euless the Crusher, an individual from Leightash's past, in a hard-fought battle against elite mages and Readerin Guard. You were barely able to succeed when it looked like all else was failing, all of the airships on fire, and nowhere to go. We left with a Garomesh firing arrows being flown away. An unconscious yet stable Umber, now in the arms of an Oxy Angel, slowly adrift on top of the transformer-like form of recoil. We pick back up somewhat gracefully with fire in the sky.
Come on, Umber. Wake up. Wake up. Just ruffle it, trying to get you to. Come on. Come on. Slap you in the face one time. Wake up, you son of a bitch.
There's another death saving throw.
Roll a Constitution, just ability check, not a saving throw.
Hammer me. Which one of us?
You.
Oh, okay. Constitution ability check. Some things never change. New year, save me.
You gotta roll from inside a foundry. That's what we learned.
You went from 2021 to 2022 with a 2, baby.
You're right. You're right. It was destiny. It was destiny. I'm still out.
He'll be fine. We just gotta get to ground.
God, that was ridiculous. Thank God you're here.
I'm not a god yet.
If this one makes it through, he sure as hell will be.
Maybe the first time he hasn't looked like one in years.
I can't believe we pulled that off. That was ridiculous.
We're not on the ground yet.
Nope. No, we are not.
As you stare out and you can just see there are balloons and zeppelins on fire. It's just this surreal scene of seeing the sky crash and fall and just erupt in pockets of fire throughout this densely packed jungle that is around a very, very small port town attached to the river. And you can see what looks almost like napalm hitting these outside palm trees and just erupting as the sun is going down and cresting. At the same time, it's that faltering, dying light that's sneaking out, and you can still see the embers and the burn as you crest down. And as you do, you can see the mesh network has been incapacitated. There's no way it can be functional. What's left of it seems to be adrift and not held together. Anyone looking out for anything else in particular may do so with a perception check.
Quite a sight, huh, Garomesh?
Really puts things into perspective when you're this high up.
Well, lucky for us, there's a lot of other things floating in the sky. Hopefully distracting them from a giant flying lizard.
Speaking of which, I will make a perception check to see if anything's coming our way. Like, you know, dragons or anything like that. Stupid dragons.
Stupid dragons.
$21.
21. Staring out. As you're kind of like, we're headed more towards the middle of the city. You guys are closer out towards those airfields. You can see that there are some Zeppelins still on the ground, but they have stopped launching forward, further up. And you can see just franticness out at that airport. And they're trying to clear debris off, and crates are being pulled back. Just an absolute clusterfuck.
Looks like we're in the clear for now.
That's a relief.
Where are we landing, by the way?
You guys have free control. Like, you've just been drifting back that way, but you don't have to land there. We're in a glider. So, like, we're going down somewhere in the middle of town.
Let's keep an eye on Recoil's glider and try and land in a less conspicuous spot.
That was my thought, too.
And by the way, I'm not going to press the issue about your thing, but you might want to tell everybody else about what's underneath the mask.
We'll get to it.
Like I said, not going to press it.
Kind of a new development.
Every day.
Yeah, more and more new every day.
Every day is a new development with traveling with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where the hell is Recoil?
All right. I'm going to make a performance check to try to land in the best possible spot that I can. Looking for someplace inconspicuous, someplace that gives us a little bit of room. Let's see how the dice are going to treat me in the new year.
Nice.
23. I got good command of the glider. I'm able to make a good circle around. With a 23, I'm going to allow myself to have advantage on this perception check. I'll take that. 20. Well, we're near the center of the city. I know I don't want to crash down in the main canal. It's the last thing that I want. We're going to try to tuck and land in between the alleyways. We got a narrow area, but I feel in control. I'm going to set this at a DC 18. I'm going to give myself advantage to land back behind the main bars and entertainment district, not far from La Ultima Parabola. Did I say that right?
The Ultima Parola.
La Ultima Parola. The Parabola.
Toyota Corolla.
The Toyota Corolla.
Honda Civic Mitsubishi.
Oxy's got his lightning lure kind of on ready in case we need to pull up or slow down or make a tight turn or something like that. Don't worry, man. If you need to make a tight turn in there, I got you.
To help out with this, I'd like to sleep more.
You Timmy the hell out of that
Oh, God. Okay, so if you described it with your assistance, go ahead and roll your flash of genius.
Okay, D6. Let's go.
I need a 4 or higher.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, no.
17. As you kind of correct us, we're like, we're cantering. We start to scrape across a couple of the rooftops. I'm going to use mine to try to correct us just enough and burn that. Oh, no, I don't have any. I don't have any left, I don't think.
Oh, shit. Do I have any left? Oh, hold on.
I forgot.
No, I do. I still had some. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have one.
My
So you're
head
gonna
just scrapes against the wall.
Oh, shit.
Son of a bitch. You see those sparks come off. It looks like a bad landing from Star Fox 64. Take out a couple of trash cans. There's like a raccoon that gets yeeted.
Chester, no.
But the 17, we're gonna be able to come down to a skid. Flipping back up in the form, holding Umber up over my shoulder. Now is the time to wake up. And I cast one of my first level spells, because that's all I have. And I'm gonna give you a Cure Wounds. And you damn right I'm looking to hit that nat 20. Oh, got max anyway. Let's go. $13 points of healing back to you, Umber, and you're going to be able to wake back up from your unconscious state.
Umber's eye just seem kind of like open as he's just kind of laying there for a second, and you see kind of, if you're looking, they're just like stark red, with like the hint of like a subtle gold glow before he blinks again, and then they're back to his normal eyes. Where
Hey, you with us?
What happened?
Recoil here got us back to the ground, mostly safely. Sorry if your head's a little hurting.
Everything hurts.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is it just us three? Where are the others?
We're not out of the woods yet. But Euless isn't on this plane of existence anymore. Garomesh, Leightash, they're fine. He's in his coatl form. They're somewhere up there, but I imagine not for long. We need to reconvene somewhere safe. We need to establish communications with him as soon as we can.
Oxy's gonna try to reach out to him mentally with our connection that we have. Is that a
It wasn't
free option?
too far away and headed your direction.
Leightash, can you hear me? I don't know if I've ever tried reaching out to you this way. You always seem to pop up in my head.
Okay. So, on the shared dream.
Yeah, that connection.
This goes off of your wisdom. So this is your wisdom plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so +4. Got it.
Rico's got a higher one than you. Didn't even
I
have
have a 0
He
wisdom.
doesn't even have full
I'm all
consciousness net.
intelligence. I'm all intel. +4. Oh, let's go!
Let's go. With you in coatl form, Leightash, I'm going to have you auto success on that communication.
Okay.
Because you were literally the living, breathing embodiment of Darthiki right now in a polymorph form. So no roll required on that. We'll make that a auto success.
Oxy, I hear you. Are you guys on the ground?
Yeah, we made it into an alley. I don't know exactly which one. Can you feel my direction from here?
I don't know.
I can't really tell where you're at. I would imagine it's not gonna work the other way. Let me see if I can, I don't want to do anything too overt. Draw any more attention to us. Last I saw as we were coming down, we were close to a canal. One of those sea anals over there.
All right, canal. That's kind of a long thing, that canal.
Tell them that we're not far from the bar. The Ultima Parola. But we don't want... we're not far from there, but I don't want to meet there. We've been seen there. We gotta find someplace
new. Do you know
new.
where the Ultima Parola is?
It's like the back of my hand.
All right, we're just outside of there, between there and the bar. We're not meeting at the Parola though.
All right.
Look for us. Alley, close to the sea anal.
All right.
Close to the Ultima Parola.
Between the alley and Ultima Parola. All right. Garomesh, hold on. We're coming in fast and tight.
Okay.
That's my favorite word.
As you head in.
I'm gonna constrict him and hold him and just tip wings back and
You come in fast and tight to the sea anal.
yep, going fast and tight to the sea anal. Looking for the ultimate parola or
Happy New
parabola.
Year. Same jokes.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, you're a giant dragon. So, like,
It's kind of what I was trying to
That
avoid.
tracks. Oh, what's that? Probably nothing. Maybe it was nothing.
Giant lizard.
Son of a fucking bitch. I'm like, I was like, you know what? Maybe this will give me enough time to get these stream loots fixed. I'm like, nope, we throw one. I'm gonna give you guys I got a couple of cards to give back here. I got your fucking name, Fat Sloth Slim. No, you actually didn't play any. You just purchased. Thank you for your support. Bass, I need to give yours back though. Boom. Card given back. All right, then we'll do a good old fashioned test. Make sure these things are going off like they should.
are you gonna roll a divine intervention?
Always do. It's the top card. I'm gonna take away their 20 right here. Oh, there you go. It's just a 9. Bada bing. Cards are back up.
Me.
Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate you, Bass. Leightash.
Oh boy. Spread it on. Get in, Sparkle Farts. We got chaos to spread.
Wrapping around through the clouds, trying to do your best. Those fires in the sky illuminate just enough of what you can see are construct artillery off to the side. As you see that clearing in the airfield, cannons being activated from the tops of the shit clears that tried to level New Throne. And then anti-aircraft black powder fired into the sky. Skill check, DC 18 on the first shell.
What do you want? Dex Con?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Still a good modifier.
Leightash, 12. 1 second.
Here, I thought we were out of the fire, but
Just into the
well,
frying
when the
pan.
fire's falling down with you, I guess you're still in it.
Be a good time for me to have a, inspiration, but I'm not an inspiration for him.
And excuse me, these are not black powder cannons. Those, I forgot, were arcane cannons that were on the front of them.
Oh, yeah, they were.
4, 5. All right, 6.
Ooh. Hearing that name scares me.
First shot. Just a reminder, 6 is bad. 6 is a double shot.
That means 1 is like the worst one.
That's like a
For them.
healing one, right?
Yes, I'll take the healing cannon right now. Thank you very much. Shoot the healing cannon at it. Fire the heals.
All right. As this package comes and hits, it explodes and acid spreads over both you and Garomesh.
Oh,
Now,
God, you're right.
what I'm going to let you do is currently take essentially the mounted combatant feat on this. You're going to have protection over Garomesh.
You're mounting Garomesh.
Yes.
Full mount.
Full
Anyway,
mount.
is he mounting you? I don't.
22
Yeah,
points of acid damage from that arcane cannon.
Got it.
A little give and take.
That's not good. Where we left off, that's not good.
Second shot. DC 19. Dexterity saving throw.
Come on, you dexterous.
Is there
son of a
anything I
bitch.
can do to assist?
Wow, I'm just throwing sixes all day.
Propose.
You're proposing?
Get down on one knee. So
That's not his knee, Clark.
I am proficient in acrobatic. Is that proficient? Yeah, proficient in acrobatics, and I also have a battle tactician. So would I be able to like help swing him? Like use like acrobatics, my body to help swing him one way or to another.
What battle maneuvers do you have?
In this situation, I would think that you would have probably little experience of wyvern riding,
Yeah.
considering your background. Had there been anything about wyvern riding in the back, I could probably give you battle tactician on that.
Okay.
What I will let you do, because you're a tactician, you're still going to try.
Okay.
Disadvantage, the DC will be the same, DC 19, and you can give him advantage. So you're at DC 19, disadvantage roll is what you're tossing.
Okay. And that's a
Acrobatics.
acrobatics. Where is my
Oh, makes it.
22 and a nat 20. Jesus. God,
Let's
Garomesh is a
go.
fucking stud. All right, Leightash, advantage. Somehow he's like the sock puppet in the wind on this, channeling his sock puppet suit from Witchlight apparently in this. You know just the way to fucking drift and grift. Second roll.
Right.
Oh no! That's okay. That's advantage.
At least it was advantage, so it's still a 12.
Hey, you burned it. You know, you burned it.
Still ain't gonna be good. I'm telling you right now, still ain't gonna be good.
That's more
That's it
acid.
again.
More acid. A second acid shot comes out.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm going down that bird.
24 points of acid damage.
so with him protecting me, how much do I take? Half damage or?
He's taking full damage right now.
Jesus. Okay.
Out of coatl form.
Okay. In this case, because you proposed Battle Master and you were assisting at this moment, you may try to split that damage to see if it keeps him up.
It's a
Yeah,
12.
I'll split it. I'll take some of that.
Split it down the middle, see if you were still conscious or not in that form, Leightash.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's 12.
Yeah.
1 point.
1 point. As you guys are absolutely burning. At this point, at the start of your next turn, you've already stacked up 4 D10s of residual acid damage. You are in a bad way right now.
How high
last.
up are they?
Not nearly high enough. They're I would say 50, 60 feet now before crash land.
Oh, this is okay.
Are they now within visual range of us?
Oh yeah, we see the shit show. If we didn't before, we heard on the first cannon and saw on the second. Last shot coming in, the DC 20.
Oh God.
Same thing, Garomesh. You may roll.
You're cutting out a little bit, but disadvantage acrobatics, I believe.
Correct. Oh no, the double deuce.
Oh, all right, here comes the nat 20 on the dexterity saving throw.
20,
Just
baby.
deal it up. 19, and it's a 20. No.
You don't have any inspos? Oh no!
Oh, I got one inspo from chat.
Wait, I thought the DC was 19.
20 on
No,
the
it's
shot.
20.
20 on the
round.
last one.
Ah, crap.
Went 18,
One.
19, 20.
I got one D10 inspo that Maddie just gave me. I'm burning it, and it's gonna be an auto
Before you burn that, Leightash, watch out on your left as I try to use my flash of genius instead, since I still have one of those, so you can hold on to your D10.
Gracious
Roll. Roll. That shared dream consciousness.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be very focused on what he's
Right.
doing.
Mm-hmm. Very much
I'm
makes
going to make it a
sense.
DC 18. Oh! You're going to be able to get it. That'll be a success. You're going to take half
You're still gonna
damage.
take half? Fuck. Shit.
I mean, half damage or not, 1 hit point is 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
Son of a
fucking
bitch.
1 again.
It's all the poison damage.
Ouch.
But you don't, there is no residual on the end of this. There's just this half damage. 12 points of poison damage as it busts you out of coatl form. Garomesh no longer hanging onto the tail and being the windsock at the end. You will once again split this. You're going to take 12 points each. 11 points is going to carry over on you, Leightash. But since you switch forms, that acid damage that was on you doesn't stay. However, Garomesh, the acid damage is on you.
They're splitting 12, not splitting 24, right? Because he made the DC check, the Dex check.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're splitting 12. My bad. Okay. You're gonna take 6 points, so it'll be 5 points on your human form, Leightash, and 6 points on you, Garomesh. Mm-hmm. However, as you guys are falling in this moment, here's the 4d10 of residual. You're gonna have your action, and then that acid's going to kick. You guys are currently now level at rooftops as you guys are falling down. You have yourself pointed towards the alleyway. What do you do in this split moment?
Shit.
Frantically looked at character sheets to see if they have anything they can't do. I just see them both go, what can I do?
I mean, I can polymorph again because I still have a 4th level spell, but does that work?
You can certainly try.
No.
Where is my inventory? Come on.
I cast Time Stop, and then I get my paints out, and I do a big old trampoline, and I paint a trampoline, and then I stick it right where they're gonna land, and then boom, they're safe.
Oh my god. I'm gonna try it. That's the only thing I can do. Cool. With me getting busted out of coatl form. Oh god, I got 2 ways I can play this. I'm thinking about the fall. I'm not thinking about the poison. I'm thinking about the fall. And I haven't used a hero point. I'm gonna try and cast Dimension Door and pull Garomesh in with me so that we fall through it and then pop up on the roof. Literally just finding a rooftop in front of me.
All right.
I'm gonna try and portal this motherfucker.
Seeing you knocked out of form, Recoil is going to go running towards you, trying to cast Featherfall. Because it's got a 60-foot range on it.
Oh, nice.
All right. I want you to roll your spell attack as you are crash landing, trying to pull this spell off. DC 20 spell attack.
Let her rip.
Nat 20.
22. Let's go.
Recoil begins to take off. He's going to roll an athletics as he goes running down the alley. Before he even get past the first block with the trash can, he sees you guys going tumbling end over end as you haphazardly make a door of which we can see you guys fall in, and it's beautiful the way that you make it. It looks like that last shot of acid just literally melts you guys into non-existence. As the door opens back up, Garomesh, you need to be able to grab onto him in his form. You need to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, dude, that's so smart.
DC 20.
They got you.
Definitely acrobatics. Definitely.
I'm not a strong man.
I am not a strong man.
That's the first one of the year.
What a time to throw that 20.
For those about to Garomesh, we salute you. God. You're the two coolest cucumbers to open up a door on top of one of the buildings on Main Street known in existence, as you guys ease out and kind of just dust your shoulders off.
Well, that was a wild ride.
Shoulder hurts. Jesus.
You've got to be shitting me.
Hey, recoil!
And then I reach into my folds of my cloak and start pulling out stuff to see if I can have anything that neutralizes acid, seeing as I have I'm proficient in alchemical supplies, and I carry around acid with me on the regular.
Same, man.
30
Same.
points of
Ugh.
damage as you are covered. You need to make a sleight of hand before you potentially go unconscious.
Ooh, do I? Okay, I'm not terrible at this. Not terrible. Ugh.
Garomesh walks through that door. And you can see his form disintegrate as his flesh is literally rendered almost completely off as he falls and hits the ground. You have moments, Leightash, before there is no body left.
I mean, can I use the healing or do I have to pull out Revivify?
You don't know.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, Christ. I'm going to try throwing a strong Cure Wounds at him. Or do I need to do Restoration? Fuck.
Either will work.
Yeah, I mean,
In
seeing
this
him-
case, it matters not so much that specific spell. It's about the quickness.
And seeing him start to disintegrate in front of me, I'm gonna spin around and I'm just gonna grab him with my hands and pump as much healing as I can into him and cast Cure Wounds. How high can I cast it whilst keeping a Revivify in case? Good God. Urgh.
All right. How many hit points did you have, Garomesh?
32.
Oh no.
I had 32.
Okay. Leightash. Spell attack.
$16.
16. As you reach down for your friend who's literally melting before you, applying this heal as quick as you can. At first, you don't think it's working. All you see is fur.
Here, Ramesh, no, stay with us. Come on, stay!
And as you roll over the body that's face down, that's laying there, the rest of the flesh rendered from its body, describe what you look like, Garomesh.
So the body is slightly slender, more slender than Garomesh, but still has all the same musculature. And the face has become a little bit more slender and feline, but also feminine. Eyes are still the same, except for now both of them are bright green cat slit eyes, whereas before it was just one.
What the
And the fur pattern is the exact same as the tattoo pattern that he had. It looks like tiger stripes.
And as you pull your hands up from applying your healing, there is a radiance that feels like you put your hand into a white hot fire. As you pull back, and you can see this small aura of a white hot flame around this body. And while still unconscious yet breathing, you see a small crystalline like tear form in the corner of that eye before it evaporates inside the flame.
Whoa. Garomesh, who the hell are you?
And then you can see that breathing slowly return. Eyes opening back wide.
I was way too close, man.
Garomesh.
What's
Remember
wrong?
how I said you were going to have to talk about that thing underneath your mask?
Yeah, and I reach up and the mask is obviously gone. It's been burnt away and something's different. What? And I look down at my hands and I see the fur is covering both arms now. And my fingers are a little bit longer and they have the claws. And immediately, instinctually, I pull the claws back into my fingers like a cat. What did they shoot at us? What?
It was acid. I'm pretty sure. It melted. I watched your flesh melt.
And as you say that, I take a piece from my piece of skin, flesh from my elbow, and I peel it off. No reaction on my face, like no pain, no nothing. It just sloughs off easily. And the fur is underneath it. Huh. Reminds me of a dream. Many, in fact.
Have you always been like this? I'm kind of dumbfounded for words. I've seen a lot of shit in my time on this plane, but this, I guess, probably best to talk about with everybody else. Did you know this? Did you know you were hiding fur underneath your skin?
I mean, I always shaved the part of the tattoo because it seemed like it kept growing fur.
Well, I saw the fur. I just thought you were hairy.
I thought that was just a side effect of the mourning. Of the calamity. Like, I thought that was my pain. That was my burden.
Wisdom saving throw, Garomesh. The pain rattles through your head like a migraine as you feel your mind rushing with a duality of memories. Ones that you've only seen in dream that felt hard to retain, now feel easier to recall back in your mind. Remembering pieces of the blood ritual inside that white marble room. The assassinations out laying underneath the sand in the desert. The hair standing on the back of your neck, waiting to ambush. These memories flood back in and collide with those of Garomesh's inside your head, but you're able to maintain things and keep your duality clear. But you begin to get the impression that you're an individual walking in two sets of shoes.
Since I walked out of the morning, I felt wrong. Oh, I don't feel wrong anymore.
I mean, you shouldn't feel wrong. I mean, look at you. You're amazing. Still you in there. There's just a different outside.
No,
Question
now
is-
there's two me's in here now. There's who I was and who I am.
And when you see that because of that wisdom save that was above 18, half of his body in that white flame appears as Garomesh. And half of him in his new form. Garomesh, you have learned disguise self at will. When this takes place, that white hot flame will engulf your body and change your form. As it teeters held within that duality, you can feel that residual heat coming off of his body in this arcane transformation.
This is by far some of the most amazing shit I have ever experienced in my existence on this plane. So, I guess you get to decide which way you're going to go, huh? You're of two. Do you remain who you are or exist as who you were?
Don't think I have to decide.
This is the moment the rest of us have been able to make our way up to the top of this building. The three of us running up and seeing Garomesh split 50-50 between a shifter form and a human form. Their back turned to us. We can just see that shimmering white flame around the body. Whoa. Is he okay?
He's perfect. Garomesh. Our friends are behind us.
Oxy's gonna see some of the shifter body and pretty instinctually have his lightning lance kind of zap out at the ready.
Whoa, hey.
Oxy, stop.
See, Garomesh, are you
Garomesh
a shifter?
Garomesh is.
And the side that is the shifter just turns quickly and just stares at Oxy and goes, "What's it to you?"
there's like a little bit of a visual struggle where like you can see that this is like a instinctual reaction for him for seeing a shifter, but that is pretty quickly overruled internally. Well, I guess it don't mean nothing to me. Glad you're okay. And that lightning lance drops its electricity back into the suit of armor.
I think that for the first time in years, I think I'm going to be okay.
We had a lot to talk about before. But now we have a lot to talk about.
I don't think we should do it up on this roof.
No, we shouldn't. Glad
We
you're
need to
both
find a
alive.
bar. We need to find a bar with many drinks. Did I mention there's going to be drinks?
We're not going to the one we were in before. We need to
No.
find a new one. Garomesh, we're able to touch base with anybody from the Revenant Shadow before you launched. This is a dice roll for you. What I need you to do, first give me a stealth check.
Okay.
This is rolls in the past.
Yeah, they are.
Rolls in the past. All right. Let's make sure we got. Okay.
Rolls from the past.
Let's see what else. Okay, we're good. Okay. So stealth. Ooh. I have advantage on stealth from my cloak, I believe. Let me check. Let me make sure. Let's read that. So some light. Blah blah blah. Advantage on any dexterity stealth check. Cool. Okay.
Let her eat.
And give me that button.
Nice.
Okay.
19.
19.
You do not hit the DC mark. You don't know what it is? If you choose to use an inspiration, you may do so.
Past me, definitely flash of geniusdom for sure.
This is a solo mission, dog.
Yeah, it is.
Solo dolo.
Let's see what this. Okay, just check and see what all my features and traits allow me to do. No, can't surprise. That's not it. I mean, I do have a guidance, but I could have given myself that.
I will allow you to roll your guidance.
I like it.
22 is the DC.
Ugh.
Now, investigation check. DC 18.
Okay. So no. Wait.
Waiting for greatness.
Haha. I have tactical assessment on this, so
Make an assessment.
I can add my superiority die if needed. Check your character sheets, people.
Always.
Oh, I didn't want advantage. I'm sorry. Do you want me to roll again? Oh, the first one would have been 10.
Flip a coin. Heads or no, whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
What do you want to try to get? 16 heads or tails?
Heads for the 16.
Flip that coin, baby. Oh,
So it'd be 10. but I get to add my superiority die, which is now.
You're on D10s, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. DC 18 needs an 8, 9, or a 10.
Let's go.
Oh! Only Garomesh, in a time of absolute strife and chaos over the city, can infiltrate the dark network of the Revenant Shadow so quickly, able to skulk back through those streets of New Throne, not far from when you made contact with the first member of the Revenant Shadow. You have made contact with a goblin named Brantham Bloodstone. And Brantham does have a place for you all to meet. You were able to grab a short conversation with this goblin before you Mary Poppins the F out and headed up to the sky. You don't have a name. You have cryptic instructions and thieves' cant. When we get back from this break, you're gonna try to remember how to get back there.
Let's go.
Yes! All right.
Holy shit, that was not how I thought this episode was going to start off.
I just want to throw one more thing in before everyone leaves, because you kind of kept rolling. So when Umber gets to the top of the roof and Garomesh turns and looks, Umber's eyes go wide and then they pierce, and that's all. But there is some sort of wide-eyed recognition, and that is all. Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink now.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh.
Umber into that? Hello?
Yeah.
Umber like spur.
Umber's asexual. He likes himself and himself only.
Go. All right, I go pee. I sent
Do
you
it.
a DM, RoBear.
Yes,
Let me know
got
if
it.
that's the link you need or if it's something else. I can't remember how to send you the Hero Forge.
Yep, you got it.
That's the run? Okay, perfect.
I was wondering if you had one made or not. Oh, this is dope. Already taken a wild turn, hasn't it? Never know how this shit's gonna go. Hey, that's the one thing you're always gonna get with Tim, man. You're gonna get in-depth, very, very interesting characters.
Tim fucking slayed it.
Especially for getting put on the spot. He didn't know he was going to be melted in acid this morning.
Best improvers on the planet. Oh.
Booyah.
Buddy. Woo.
There it be.
Now there are so many good layers to Garomesh. Oh, look at this.
Bam. I'll be right back.
Is this is your new Hero Forge token?
Yep.
Hell yeah. How long you been sitting on this?
When he's in that form, you never know. He gets to play both cards now.
Yeah.
Right.
I built the this mini the same time that I built the other one.
So cool.
Had it for forever.
Yeah. Yeah, before we started, like, RoBear and I had probably like an hour-long call, and I was like, hey, this is kind of what I'm thinking. And he was like, yep, perfect. And he just he let me just like free-form the idea in front of him and went with it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
I feel like an onion. So many layers.
So many layers.
You went ham with them cards earlier, chat. Appreciated those. They're flying like crazy.
Yeah, did I miss anything? Oh, inspo. Okay, thank you. Cool. Okay.
A good way to kick off the year.
I love it when the DM just, you know, was like, hey, it's your turn now.
Yeah, sorry about that. I rolled that nat 1 and it just set off a chain of events. Got a Voodoo Ranger lifted up high.
Yeah, that kind of went like
Super
0 to
sideways.
100. Yeah, I was like, oh, we're doing this now.
I
Okay.
was like, oh, it's my turn to just die. Cool.
I honestly thought, shit, he's getting fucking melted. No.
I'm like the guy from RoboCop.
He comes out of the acid bath only to get clobbered by the car.
Well, just splattered.
I still can't believe how that math worked out when you split that damage with me.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
One
Able to make it for one final round. Because who knows what would have happened if you would have fell out of form first. If that what would have happened with that third shot? Would it have been like an auto hit because you can't be dexterous to get out of the way? Like, what is it?
I mean, we have no control over our fall at that point.
All that acid damage right on your bodies.
Garomesh
Scary
just
stuff.
throws you into it. He just like picks your body and shields himself.
He is a battle master.
Son of a bitch.
Bait and switch. Just do
the reverse. Here, take this bard.
Switch was a thought. It was.
I never liked his music anyway.
Melt this bard and call me in the morning.
Thank you, chat.
I like kicking off the week with Eberron. This is nice.
It's fucking Wild West, dude.
Wild Wild West. I'm going to the Wild Wild West.
Just think, Will Smith gave up the opportunity to be in fucking Matrix to do Wild Wild West.
No.
Yeah.
What role was he casted for?
Neo.
As Neo? Oh,
Really?
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of people
wild.
that were cast as Neo that turned it down before Keanu got it.
Wow.
By all aspects, that movie should have never been made.
No,
Everybody
it
involved in
wasn't
that movie,
even going to be made as a trilogy
Yeah.
until after it succeeded the first round. Like
everybody involved in the original movie like demanded such high paychecks and high demands that the Wachowskis like gave into that just because they wanted to get it made.
right. That's so wild.
All right. You guys have just a couple more minutes as I create a whole new scene. I love it.
Always challenge the DM, one way or the other,
Yes.
whether it's roles or role play.
Here's what we do.
This is what we do.
This is the way.
It is known.
The way. I had to backtrack. I forgot we had leveled. I was like, oh crap. I'm still waiting on a feat. I gotta figure out what feat I'm gonna choose.
Officially, it's level 12 combat, sir.
Yep. Officially level 12 combat.
Of all the phrases you'll never live down.
I mean, that's not a bad one of all the phrases to
No.
get stuck with.
I mean, why do you keep skipping me? It's always a thing.
I mean, that made it to a sound clip. So, yeah.
I wish I could do that. Why do you keep skipping me? I can't, you know.
Why do you keep skipping me? There it is. I have to be frustrated and whiny. You just don't do that.
Isn't that you all the time?
Yes, 100%.
Depends on what the frustration's about.
True. But hey, we're on the ground.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm not dead.
We
Yeah.
gained another party member. Well, half a party member. I keyed.
Hey, man, it's cool. Whoever you want to be, you can be, okay, dude?
You are Alpha and Omega. First and last.
All right. Assume we have come down from your large godlike form, Umber, and have returned back to normal size, correct?
Oh yeah, when I go unconscious, I'm usually pretty much back to normal me. Unless we get back into fighting and then I beef up again.
And you get beefy. Garomesh, you can go ahead and take off the, I believe, no, that was just unconsciousness. How many points of exhaustion do you have, Umber?
It's a great question. I got 3.
You also may remove the concentration from your token as well. Radio.
I believe you put that on there. I'll have to see if I can.
Did I put it on there? Boom. Got it off.
Yeah, baby.
You used the action surge, didn't you, Umber?
Yep. To take out big guy. Well, to help take out big guy and just take a lot of blows from everybody. I did my job, okay? I'm very tired and slow now.
Relaying this information back to the party. Garomesh, I need you to roll a history check.
Let's see if there's anything for this as well. Where's that? Nope, okay. That was a wild ride. 13.
13. Shaking a bit of the cobwebs off. Kind of hard to parse these memories at the moment. Standing in between both worlds. Mechanically driven, when you change forms, it's easier to access one or the other's memories.
Change brains.
Interesting.
And remember, you are not locked in. It's not a once per dawn. This is an at will.
At will.
It's just a transformation that is unsettling to do in the public by essentially igniting yourself in a white flame. One best reserved for a phone booth, Superman.
So, like, not just, I'm like trying to rack my brain, and I'm like, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's a just what? And as I get more frustrated, the flames like lick up my body, and you can see the change happen as I shift back.
Whoa, jeez.
Back into the male form.
So you can just do that whenever you want to now.
I can do what? I guess.
We always
Can
knew.
you do it by lighting yourself on fire? It's crazy.
Your
Never
world,
seen a shifter do
Garomesh.
that
We're just
before.
living in it.
I mean, Umber's the god.
True. Now inside your Garomesh form, go ahead and make a history check with advantage.
Oh, come on. It's even worse.
Do you know where to get back to? We don't have a lot of time. If we don't know where the hell to go, we're gonna have to make a decision. I understand. You just damn near melted on top of this building, I get it. So if you're not gonna be able to parse things together, we need to start thinking on the run.
Yeah, maybe moving will help jar my memory. And as we start moving, I'm gonna use a lucky.
All right, we're gonna try to get the hell down this building.
Oh, come on,
Oh, from the 19 over.
Oh, that's so rough.
man. Bullshit.
Well, we know we have to get back to New Throne. That's where you took off to. You were trying to meet up with the Revenant Shadow, right?
Yeah.
Before
yeah.
you Mary Poppins your way up.
Yeah, and I made it. I met up with them. It was a little dude.
Where'd they tell you to go? If there's any time that we need a special spot that other people don't know about, it's now.
Yeah, just. I don't know, man. So much has happened in the last hour or whatever.
Okay. We'll think on our feet then. We're gonna have to sneak back to New Throne. Go ahead and roll that perception check.
Yeah, taking a look around, seeing if we got anything coming up our way. I'm looking at the ground. I'm seeing if there is my feet there.
Anyone else?
I will. It's not going to help us super much, but I mean, it might. I don't know. We'll see. But you'll see me. And this whole time, Umber's. I mean, he's normally quiet, but his eyes haven't left Garomesh, and it's just like the cogs are rolling, and he's just deep in thought. But seeing that we're starting to move and understanding the situation, perhaps I can help. And you'll see him just kind of like open his hand, and these like reddish gold leaves almost like whip around everybody, and I'm just gonna cast Bless on the group. So yeah, you get a D4 if we have to make an attack roll or a saving throw. Which maybe we have to make a saving throw to, I don't know, hide from shit or something. I don't know, but that's all I can do because I don't have Pass Without a Trace anymore. So.
Anything will help out here.
I'll throw a perception check out. Apparently I can see things, I just can't remember them.
I see dead people.
It's all right, I've walked these streets drunk before. I know how it feels. Oh, at least how I imagine it feels.
24 and a 19. Staring out, you can see the reformation of the Reader and military all around you. There are patrols that are forming, many headed back towards the capital as that last moments of dying light before darkness consumes New Throne. You can see there's once again a consolidation, just as there was the last time, headed towards the actual Capitol building. It seems to be the reoccurring plan whenever shit hits the fan to consolidate resources back into the main keep. It's gonna be real hot getting back to New Throne. I mean, Rosenwork Row. Real hot.
I mean, if we think it might help, I can try to listen in to see where they're pulling back to, but that's got a little bit of risk with it.
That's a risk reward. You think you can do it?
Oxy, if you want to do it, I believe in you. I'm going to pat you on the shoulder and give you an inspiration. You got one of my D10s.
Hell yeah. It'd be sure as hell good to know where they're at on these streets before we start running through them. And we know we can at least try to hide if they start listening in on me.
I know you're looking rough. You've given us all you got. But you think you can dig deep again for us, Umber? I'm gonna use my reaction to send you my Arcane Recovery. Have you, No, you haven't used Arcane Recovery. Will Arcane Recovery get us past without a trace?
This is more of a racial bonus than a spell. I mean, it's really kind of up to our choice because it's.
How did we get past without a trace last time?
It's an ability I have as part of my Earth Genasi. I can cast Pass Without a Trace once per long rest. It's not a spell. It's part of my innate ability.
Part of your innate ability. I would allow, if you were to ask me as a player and say, hey, can I use the Arcane Recovery for this? I would say, yeah, at its level, probably 3rd level, because what we can go up to 6 right now.
Yeah, it's 2nd level. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it if you are.
Oh yeah,
I'll allow
you're
it.
a god.
Are we still on the roof?
Yes, we're still hanging out on this rooftop.
Okay. Feeling that kind of boon, he just still kind of looking at Garomesh, but then just like turns and looks at Recoil. I can try. And he like kind of slightly leans over, and you just see him like outstretches his arm down, and he just kind of focuses. And as he's like focused on the ground, you see down below where there's like earth and dirt and the stone walkways and things like that. You see him just kind of close his eyes, and then there's that slight aura again. And as he kind of clenches his fist, you see almost like the earth down beneath where he's looking kind of shake a bit. And then this dust kind of like erupts upwards and then just like goes through him and then swirls around you as he casts his Pass Without a Trace.
Hell yeah.
Feels good to have that safety net.
That should help, but we need to move quietly and quickly.
Just in case we get into the shit, I picked this up. A little inspiration from something that came to me in a dream as Leightash kind of huddles everybody around him. He puts his hand on the back of his guitar and does this palm mute harmonics thing with his guitar that starts to resonate as I'm using Mass Cure Wounds on all of us.
Let's go. Let's go.
Roll that D20.
Here's the healing roll. There's 26, and then I'm gonna roll the D20 in case I max it. Please, no. All right, take that 26.
Taking it.
Best I can
I'm gonna
do.
flip
Sorry.
I'm gonna flip the switch on my cannon and just let that one heal rev go. I will also roll my D20 to see if I can max it.
And I'll use an Arcane Recovery card.
Arcane Recovery's flying out.
We are still technically a part of last engagement, right? So cards we used in episode 33 are used for this.
No, I'm clear with this being a new engagement. We're still running off our same resources, but new set of cards can be played.
Cool. I will delete those
because your homeboy doesn't have time to keep track of that shit. Life's too short.
It's been 2 weeks.
9.
As all these heals go out, Oxy's antenna helmet's gonna kind of come out of the back of the armor and attach the clasp for the headband to go around, and that antenna's gonna pop out behind. All right, everybody good? See, this is gonna work.
Do this,
or they're gonna be coming right for us. I believe it's spell attack.
Yes. Now, I'm going to allow you to add a +5 to your spell attack with Pass Without a Trace with the entire group right now.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Reader
roll
and
spell
communication will be at its highest alert.
attack. Yeah, fair. Okay, this has a +5 to it. Ooh!
Oh! 29.
+5, what's that? 34. Let's go.
1d20 +8, and this is at advantage. So they're already in a nat 20 situation.
Yeah, it's nat 20 or bust. Okay.
Oh, it flashed.
Whew.
Orientating yourself. You will have advantage on our stealth checks as you're going to be able to read the different patterns and formations that are going on in patrols.
Let's go.
Back to the castle now. Abort mission.
C Street. Take C Street, not D Street.
Tight hard formation down C Street.
Do not touch the C anal.
No Sienna. Never.
That's so good.
First stealth check to try to get back to New Throne. DC 20.
This is a group check, right?
Yes, we're looking for we're going on that average, baby.
Mine is a straight roll because I am at disadvantage because I have 3 levels of exhaustion. So,
Yes, sir.
Mine is
I
a
get a +10.
disadvantage, but
I get
now
a
at a straight roll as well.
Mine
But
did.
+10, you said?
yeah, Path Without a Trace, everybody gets +10.
Yep.
Oh shit.
So don't worry
It
about
is.
adding the plus in yours. I'm going to do it as one big plus 60.
Okay.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
Stealth. Boom.
What a time to roll a 3. Guess that tracks though.
I think Radio 9.
I think I rolled two dice this whole time and it's a 2 and a 3.
34 top number.
Okay.
That's with your +10 though, right?
Okay. What I okay, I'm gonna revert back because it's not computing on this. So go ahead and give me your numbers. Start up at radio.
34.
Garomesh.
It was a natural 20 for 25.
Oh, nat 20!
Let's go. Drop our lowest number. Umber.
This without the +10, correct?
No, we're doing it. Just do it how you normally done it.
So 22.
That's with your plus 10.
Yep.
29 for me.
Oh yeah. With ease, chopping me off as the low number at 20. You guys will pass this first check with ease.
Let's go.
Getting down from the side of the building, going back down the alleyway. We know the hardest part is going to be getting across the canal. Waiting to time the ultimate Frogger between patrols and being inconspicuous. Using the shadows of the night to our best advantage right now. This will be a DC 26. This is no joke to cross this point. This will be the hardest part of the skill check. Go ahead and roll, and you can include your 10 when you do so.
I love that up arrow just runs your last formula. That's so nice.
35.
30 total.
11.
Oh man.
Unnatural one.
Oh God.
All right, mine at 11 is in. Leightash, your number.
35.
We're gonna need it. Garomesh.
30.
Umber.
29.
Oxy.
23.
Ooh, this is gonna be dicey.
Yep.
We'll be closer than 11, pulling it all down.
That's a total of 128 divided by 6 individuals. That's 21.3.
What do we need?
I'm gonna do a retally just to make sure. Oh my God, yeah, it's by 5. My mistake. Cletus isn't here.
Smack is the dwarf and bread, y'all.
Oh, higher.
Yeah, that makes our average quite a bit higher. Divide by 5.
25.6.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
26 is the DC.
Oh, let's not go.
You hit the roundup. You hit
Oh, we
0.6.
get the roundup. Oh my God, that's freaking huge.
Oh no.
Wow.
Fucking teamwork.
Oh my God.
With our powers combined.
As you guys make the timed run across this canal,
Hold up.
in
not
between the patrols, recoil bites it right before you're about to cross. Just skids down, sliding down on the ground. But one of you are there to get him back up to his feet.
Oxy's armor kind of like activates and it almost like bends him backwards because he was kind of leading this charge of going. Bends him backwards and allows me to grab your collar and pull you back forward with me.
Moving shadow to shadow. Exhausted and out of breath, but now on the other side with patrols marching through towards the capital. Full lockdown, as you can see here, windows shuttering once again. That same horrific experience the last time that you heard the reader in taking up shelter inside the city. However, this time it looks like not an occupation as it does a lockdown. They are searching rapidly for us, and they're going through door to door. You can hear screams, you can hear flipped over furniture. Places are literally being tossed, looking for our party. Garomesh, through all of this, trying to jog your memory on the way through. Come on, you gotta think of something. We got nowhere to run, and it's getting worse. History check, Garomesh.
Oh no.
How fitting, though.
It's-
With everything that's transpired, to be
it's-
real confused.
Mind is stuck between two worlds, literally keeps hitting the 50-50 spot. is there anything that you want to try to add?
Yeah, I mean, I'll throw a D10 inspiration on it.
Hey, just throw another 10.
No big deal.
Oh,
Big
17! Huge roll. On. You got this. Just think back. Right before air. And then that sewer grate in your mind becomes clear. It's not far from where you met the member of the Revenant Shadow the last time. However, it was pouring ass rain. You remember the moment of seeing that massive grate to the side. That's it. You haven't been there yet, but you know the instructions are going to be there. You trust the informant, Brantham Bloodstone, that you spoke to. Use your instincts. You're going to get us back to that spot. DC 24 to move through New Throne. As literally it is elite troops going and walking on patrol in between all of the buildings. Guns drawn, black powder ready to go. You can even see some of the patrols have a few mages with them as well. This is no joke where we're at, but we do have the benefit of knowing the neighborhood. DC 24, the last check. Okay, God, I'm better. I'm not as bad. Yes!
Yeah.
Let's go! Subtract my roll.
Remove it.
No!
It was not very great.
I look like
Did you already
I'm
say
the
what the DC was?
DC is
24.
24. Leightash, your number. Oh, you were the nat 20? What yours your yours is a 36 on nat 20? Yep.
36.
All right. Garomesh.
28 with a 10.
We're not getting there. Shit. I am in a flash of genius on myself.
Umber.
25.
I'm doing my last flash of genius and then I'll give you my number.
Oh!
Let's go! All right, I'm a 23.
Since I'm taking off, 112 divided by 4, 28. Thanks to that nat 20 dropping the low.
Whew.
Let's humor ourselves and see without that 20 with my 18.
I mean, even without my 6, I'd have been at a 17.
We would have got there with a 26. Running through the back streets of New Throne, understanding we can't get into another engagement. It would be absolutely deadly. Taking these back channels. Garomesh, you finally see the eye of the prize back behind one of the merchant stores. That two-handed grate near the cobblestone. 2 scimitars marking above the top. Ebon forged cast iron. You guys are gonna need to lift this bad boy up. Have you gotten here before?
Didn't come here, but this is the spot. A little fucking goblin.
All right, somebody else get on the other side of this with me.
Got it.
DC 20 on this great. It'll be advantage. We're each going to toss an athletics.
Okay, this will be advantage. Gotcha.
Luckily, I'm going to give everyone that one chance for a bless. Since it was used, I'm going to let everyone, they essentially have a pocket guidance from what Umber cast. Since he had immediately went to a new concentration spell, I'm going to allow everyone to have a 1d4 right now, pocket inspiration. I will use mine. As we do for the dual power lift.
You see this like steam come out of my joints on my knees as I'm trying to lift. Don't you fail on me now.
Up and over, getting the great. Go now. We're able to disappear into the night. The sun tucks back behind the horizon, shutting that grate back down below us, being able to go undetected.
Jeez.
Once again, take a sigh of relief for the first time and a long, deep breath as you are out of danger. For the moment, you may click the short rest on your character sheet.
Much needed.
Yes, you can reset maximum HP as always.
Oof, thank you.
Any abilities that you get back from taking a short rest will be there, including our wonderful inspo dice.
Thank God.
All right, got that back, that back.
I don't get anything back in a short rest. Just health.
Take it.
Hey,
That,
take it.
That's long rest.
Oh, we don't get our flash of genius back. Shit.
Nope.
We're not as cool as bards.
It's okay. I get all of my key points back.
Yes.
Yes, the god has key points back.
And my cantrip Earth Tremor.
Yeah, I've got 3
First.
first level spell slots.
Okay.
That's it.
And you're welcome.
I got a smoke and a pancake. That's what I got.
You're smoking a pancake?
And a pancake. Earth Tremor. Oh, I also get my channel divinity, so if I need to hit someone really, really hard.
Hell yeah. Keep that pocket ace.
Oh yeah, always.
Garomesh, you remember the pathway and the symbols that lead there. You know you need to look for the shadow next. Investigation check in the sewers of New Throne.
Love being where I can smell his poop.
Smells like home.
Oh.
Oh no!
I never know which is your dice. Is it the hell yeah or the oof? It's like, don't know.
Great, we're gonna run into another shit demon.
Oh.
It was the
Oh.
Gecko Demon.
I hope not. That was a joke, by the way. RoBear, don't take me seriously. Please.
There's nothing I can do to help that.
It's been 6 hours, Garomesh. What the hell? Just like circling.
It's that hour and a half mark. And it feels like you've been in circles down here. Are we any closer? Have you found anything?
I haven't found shit. A grate had the marks, but there hasn't been any other marks since then.
You will feel that cold condensation of being down in this dank ass sewer, only lit by whatever small light that we're currently consuming. I'm assuming we have enough for at least torchlight from where we're at. And what we have?
Yep.
Probably about like 45 minutes after everything, like 45 minutes down here, Umber would actually probably be leaning on recoil like most of the time going through here with his 3 levels of exhaustion and everything that's happened. He's dragging ass, and it's kind of uncharacteristic for him, but he's real rough shape. So he's like leaning on recoil, like walking through this, looking pretty rugged, but he's still just silent, keeping to himself and just following the path.
DM question. I mean, with him dragging ass, I would have probably used Luster Restoration at this point to give him at least 1 piece back.
When you saw him struggle busing,
Yeah, 100%.
go ahead and RP it out.
I'm watching Umber lean on recoil, trying to maintain his composure. I'm just going to walk up behind him. I'm going to grab him around the waist, put his arm over my shoulder, and look at him. Just hold on. As with my hand, I start to do this weird tapping thing with my guitar. And as I do, you can almost see this wave come up and go right through the center of you. And as I do that, I take your arm and throw it off the top. Walk next to you and look at you. Feel a little better?
Yes, better.
Yeah, just needed an extra helping hand. You got this.
Oh. All right. My speed is still half though, so I'm still very slow. But now if I need to hit things, it's not a disadvantage. But it's okay because my half moving speed is 25 feet because I am a monk.
You're on par with the rest of us then.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous is what that is. And I love it.
Monk things. Oh wait, do I have a second win card? Hold on. It's a good thought, chat. That's a really good thought. Let me look. I do. Can I burn a second win card to get another level off?
Yes, you can.
I will do so because I don't know what we're gonna run in down here. So, I'll say as you do that, it kind of emboldens me, and I take this deep breath in, and I'll say that you gave me that extra level back too, Leightash. We're just gonna fold that in, and you just that hit the spot. That was the good stuff.
Music knows how to move the soul sometimes.
Garomesh. Get it, you've been through a lot. We've been going in circles now for 2 hours. I don't think we're gonna find this place, buddy. Is there anything that we can try to help with?
Do any of you know Thieves' Cant?
I don't think so, friend.
I know Primordial.
Not really the same, but thank you.
I've never heard of Thieves' Can.
It's basically a language under a language. But it's also can be spoken or written.
I may not know
Garomesh.
thieves can't, but I have some programming where I can parse things out. But I gotta know what I'm looking for. Basically detect on the same pattern detection that your own human brains are built off of. Said that we're looking for shadows. I'm gonna do my best.
Shadows or their symbol of the cross scimitars with blood running. So it could be cross scimitars is something creating that shadow, running blood.
Scimitars
Single
was on the
scimitar.
grate.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for shadows or blood. All right. We'll see what we got. Rico's going to make this check at disadvantage. Investigation, trying to help parse out, just using his own robot brain.
Wow.
Of course. Of course.
Let's go.
That's big.
I am a learning computer. Well, the good news is we've covered a lot of ground. I think the shadow is what we need to look for. Let's look for this blood.
Is it actual blood?
That's a damn good question, isn't it?
Wouldn't put it past them. Some of these organizations love ritual type stuff.
I've dealt with these individuals before. They mean business. You don't go multi-city and this far out if you don't have a vested interest in damn near world politics. I wouldn't be down here if we didn't already have a contact at least. You get us a death sentence quick. We don't even know what side they're on. Remember that. All right. Let's take this thing from the top. We're not far from what I think is the grate. Looking back towards that moonlight. Let's retrace our steps, shall we?
Now that we at least know what we're looking for, I'm gonna try to help looking around on the walls for sure. Right, because we're just looking for symbols on the walls is what we're looking for.
We don't know if we're looking for a symbol or the physical. It will be an investigation at disadvantage.
That, I mean, for sure. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but got a keen eye for some of this. Oh. No. Oh.
Hey,
There's another one.
just throw one more. Throw more
Here's another
20.
one.
That's all you need to do.
Brutal. Brutal.
Yep, there you go. Nom 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 20.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Certainly.
Two things that taste delicious to a DM: 20s and tears.
Tears. That's pretty good.
Just seeing if I have anything that helps. I mean, mean, I can try it, but my investigation's not very good.
Go for it.
I think Umber would like kind of close his eyes and he would just take this like deep inhale and he would cast detect undead. Probably not thinking he's gonna find anything, but is attempting to connect with his past a bit and see if he can sense any blood, if he can smell it. And there's a lot of smells down here, I'm sure, but that's kind of what he's going with, is he's kind of trying to connect and he's focusing on specifically that to see if he can catch any scent of death, blood, anything like that. So it's more of a flavor thing, but I will do my investigation check.
Don't roll your investigation check. I want you to roll what would be your spell attack. So this will be your wisdom plus your proficiency modifier. That's how we have always done this.
Oh, that 20 was right there.
24.
Still dang good.
My disadvantage?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is you tapping into your own set of beliefs in the detection of undead. And you look down and you can see the bodies that are down here. And there's quite a few. There's no shortage of the dead floating underneath these shallow sewer waters. But when you look down, most of it's not humanoid. Piles of Yuan-ti. Massive, essentially unmarked graves that decay down here. And you think back to your time on that riverboat and the words that they spoke, being flushed from their homeland. You see a large amount of the reader and work, as you can see black powder wounds and shots of what's left of the bodies that haven't heavily decayed. But you don't know if that's the blood that you're looking for. But there's plenty of it inside the water.
He kind of like kneels down. This is a grave site of sorts. Improper. This is wrong. They should have been put to peace.
Left in pieces.
You can tell this is definitely region work. All these bullet holes. Powder singes.
Umber, is there anything you can do to give them peace?
I will say a prayer. If if you give me a moment. And he'll how, like, is this like walkable, or is it like it's deep, like sewer water? Like,
It's waist deep.
this is probably a trap, but whatever. So Umber will get off of the sidewalks that they were, and he'll straight up like wade into it, and doesn't seem to be bothered at all. And he'll kind of wade through the bodies until he gets to like kind of the middle, and you'll see him just kind of like bow his head down, and he'll pull out that same Eberron shard dagger, and just ritualistically you see that same slit on his hands as he cuts it, and he begins muttering and uttering words. And as he does, you'll see him just like slowly spin, and you'll see his blood just drip into the water, mixing with theirs. And then before he, it's gonna be gross, before he pushes his hand down into the water, and you just see him sit there for a second. And then you'll feel this, like the whole area around, you'll just see the water start to shake as he will cast Earth Tremor. And he will focus his energy and start to try and decompose the bodies. And as it like kind of quakes, he just looks up. I hope their doors have opened once more. No one should be denied their ascension.
Okay. I want you to make this as your figurative spell attack. You can roll this just like you would a normal punch. You've initiated a ceremony to try to cleanse the bodies of a literal genocide stuffed sewer. 20, 22, 24.
All right.
Now, you have stepped and you've waded in. You've cut yourself. You have advantage on one roll. You currently have the pocket 1d4.
And you said to use my unarmed strike?
Yes.
Okay. First roll.
24 on the first roll. As you see him begin to go into this ceremony, as you can see the layer of moss and natural decay spread out from his hands down into this water as it begins to consume all of the bodies that he's standing in. DC 22 on the second part of your ceremony.
Advantage still, right?
Do I get to use it? I mean, that's the
He
question.
has advantage on one
Okay.
roll.
So I'm
On
using it
one
now.
roll.
Fucking go! What one? There ain't no ones here.
Okay, stop. First off, you're gonna RoBear me, and then I'm gonna get screwed.
No,
Oh,
you're
nice man. Let him roll.
Yeah. Oh, so close.
21. Has to use his D4.
Yeah.
23. Still performing your arts that looks almost like martial arts in between these bodies. The decomposition rapidly flowing, as now the bodies are hard to even make out, as it all begins to turn back to earth. As you can see what now looks like almost him in the middle of a mudslide. last piece of your ritual, DC 24.
Yes!
Let's go, dude.
One roll and done.
Yeah, coming in with like 4 luckies.
We'll need them later.
Performing that last rite. Maintaining your concentration for people that you have cleansed yourself. Well, may it be their own undead form when you're on the side of the riverboat. Now standing between what looks like literal earth. You guys begin to see life take off, up and out. Vines growing up the sides of the sewer system. Greenery that begins to appear. Plants of natural filtration that run through and begin to fill these sewers as what it was once mud and murk begins to sink down and create this natural ecosystem. As those waters begin to clear down below, the entire sewer system looks in a different way as we all stare down to what appear to be clear and purified waters where Umber is still practicing his martial arts. We look down and we see the drips of blood on the bottom of the actual canal paths that drip down and point into the direction of a large shadow towards one of the ends of the sewer grates. And while he finishes his holy ritual, the path is clear. Once and for all, where to go next.
Nice job, Umber. Hey, Garomesh. Take a look down there. I think I might have found your path.
So he has.
I'd act surprised, but it doesn't surprise me anymore. It just makes me smile.
And as Umber finishes and stops, he stands for a moment. And then, almost like a baptism, he just outstretches his arms and he just falls back into the water. And you just see him kind of, that last little bit of muck and decay, it almost seemingly like absorbed onto him, and then it just like drifts off and then just filters out before he comes back up. It is done.
Good job. I know if anybody could do it, you could. And recoil, just to make you smile. Sounds like a good song. I have to work on that.
Somebody needs to write these moments down. I just extend out a hand to pull you up out of the water.
Yeah. And as you do, and I reach out, the same hand that I cut, as you grasp it and I pull up, you see that wound is still open, And you see that it's almost still festering. Like it kind of still has that like filth kind of attached to it. As I kind of like am like clenching my fist a little bit. It's irritating. You can tell it's irritating. And it's like recoil glances down. One must carry the burden for a while, for others to see the door.
He just nods and listens and takes it all in. You guys pick up your feet and make your way down the path that is pointed forward. Getting yourselves towards one more gate. All of you here, you reach in as if it's going to be difficult to pull off, looking at the shadowy symbol above, but you reach forward and there is no gate. You just pass right through. And when your hand enters in, you can feel the warmth, the clattering of glasses, and the creature comforts of a small, tucked away inn deep inside the system of New Throne.
Oh my God. Now this is where I feel at home.
A small nod and a sigh of relief. You just see at the tip of the airman's cap and goggles from Brantham Bloodstone, sitting tucked back at a corner booth, looking your way, Garomesh. As he gestures you all, come join him at his table.
As we walk over, it would just whisper under my breath, "That fucking goblin." Well, we made it.
I'll be dead honest. I didn't think we were getting there, buddy. I didn't think it was all there. No
Yeah,
offense.
I was not looking forward to sleeping in a sewer tonight.
It's not that bad.
It wouldn't be the worst place I've slept before, so I mean.
I found it quite comfortable. It's better now.
That's for damn sure, buddy. It is good work back there.
I righted some wrongs.
Helping right some of my wrongs by doing that, so I appreciate that.
You can still find your door. You can still have ascension. You just need faith.
Trust me,
Not rush that ascension.
it takes a minute to get there. As Rico with a smile takes his hat off and dusts and begins making his way towards the table.
This fire feels so good.
Well, isn't that a sight for sore eyes? It caused quite a stir. As Bloodstone looks back towards you, Garomesh. What goes up must come down.
That
At least
seems to be
that's
the way
what
of
they
it.
say. I'll be honest, looked like a death trip to me.
Pretty
I
much
like that.
was. Pretty much was.
And the rest of you, They've already claiming that they've taken out half of you. Looks like half of nothing to me.
Pretty common region tactic.
People talk a lot of shit. Nothing changes.
And a defector too. The rumors are true. Oh, they will not want this to get out. Please sit.
No, they will not.
My name is Brantham Bloodstone, and you have no idea what you fucked with.
This sounds exactly like a story that I need to hear about. As I scooch up next to him, what exactly have we fucked with?
He's the kind of guy that orders the pitcher by himself, has a large stogie set up to the side, and you can see a battle-hardened individual, airman in nature. You can tell definitely a Goblin Zeppelin pilot if you've ever seen one before.
Is it just him in this entire room, or is there other people? Is there staff? Or people
Yes, there are staff. It's kindred to walking into the Elks at about 3 PM. Regulars all haven't showed up yet. It's a small, sparse crowd.
Gotcha.
He has things set at the table as if he was expecting, but he's been drinking through them regardless of whether anyone showed up.
Oh yeah, of course.
You can see there's like 3 pots of the of that honey wheat bread baked in pot that's already been just devoured over to the side. Don't worry, there will be more. Please make yourselves comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Oh, I'm dying to hear this tale. I mean, lived through some of it, but I really want to know exactly how much trouble we've managed to cause for the Redra. No offense, Oxy. I'm just curious.
I'm itching to learn more too.
Before I go rambling, I must know of the hottest rumor. General Oxenheim, is it correct?
Yeah, that's a name I used to go as. You can just call me Oxy, though.
So, OxyClean. Please do describe to
like
me.
that, don't I?
You walked out clean as a shine turd from a rather large explosion, we hear.
Yeah.
How?
How? Fucking luck is how.
Oh, come on.
We went on a one-way trip up into a Zephyr to try to knock out their makeshift mesh network. And goddamn General Eulish shows up.
No. Current events. We have time for current events. This is before when you came here for work, before you had a change of opinion, before you decided to change the entire course of the destiny of this city.
Oh. Well.
You know the giant egg that you've left under the city? What's left of it?
And he'll kind of lean in a little bit more. Now, you seem to be pretty aware of what's going on, but what you may not be aware of is I don't fully remember all of what's transpired before this. It's still a little hazy for me. I'm not trying to be deceptive necessarily. Right.
They don't know. As he stares you up and down. explosion to jar your memory. One strong enough to even make you reconsider what you're here for.
Let's just say that after that explosion, I got to see the world through a different lens. Not stuck looking through what the Redra wants you to see.
One is seeing the world through a different lens, and the other is to become a tag team wrestling partner with your enemy. Quite a transformation, OxyClean.
There were some moments.
We've noticed. And yes, I see that you have left at least a good impression with one of our members that you've encountered. It's allowed this safe harbor. And most of all, a well-needed education in what the fuck you've been meddling with. Because at this point, we've been trying to figure out just exactly whose fucking side you're on.
If we're on anybody's side, we're on our side.
Well, we've come to the agreement that you are necessarily on the side of chaos. You know how hard it is to hedge bets with pure chaos roaming about?
Makes for better spreads, I'll tell you that.
You're not wrong, as he passes down the pitcher from the other side in the bone glasses. So, as you're very much aware of your new friend OxyClean here from Sorlana, the home of this Kalistar that I see across, but was once his home. Do you have any idea why the Readerin are here?
I mean, I know they were trying to take over home, but there's still a home left, isn't there?
Oh, Sorlana is still the same shithole that it always was.
Oh, that's comforting.
Hard to get in. Damn near impossible to get out. Won't trade for shit with anyone.
Ceredra.
Fucking stupid. Fanatical.
Yes, so.
Loyal.
100%. Except for Oxy.
Fucking stupid.
He was. Yes. No. Yes. No.
They're hired guns. They've been brought here. They're too stupid to open up their own trade. They take idiot jobs like coming to Kebara, trying to run protection for a king that doesn't have enough cards as his own deck.
So they're a mercenary army?
Yes. They've been hired by the king himself. Do you think there's some sort of grand militia and royal guard in the middle of Kebara? New Galifar! The city inside the shithole jungle, cut off from the rest of the world, butt-fucked by pirates, and pinched by the elves and the airships that they fly from Leondar.
Why bring an army from a continent away? Isn't there something more readily available?
Oh, Sharon. I imagine the lizard folk would love to hear about all the potential plans of commerce that you have. It could be so cordoned and drafted easily to give up their ancient ritual sites for them to mine. We understand why we're in this godforsaken jungle. Everyone's here for dragon shards. The minute that you start fucking with dragon shards, you lay in the bed of House Thrask. Every mine that has ever been touched on this continent flows through them. I feel sorry for anyone who thinks different. I have strong investment in getting these pieces out here. And tell me, gentlemen, exactly how do you ship goods in and out of a bum-fucking jungle that has pirates that control your shipping trade and elvish pirates who control your airships?
I would imagine very carefully.
Yeah. I can tell you how. You bend down and open up your lips and you receive whatever blessing you can from House Orion, and you try to get that railway here however you can get it. Do you realize that you've been destabilizing an area that's trying to bring in a lightning rail?
I don't remember hearing anything about a lightning rail, but that doesn't surprise me.
They want to connect this shit stain on the world to the rest of commerce and do it in an affordable fashion that's one, not through pirates, air or sea. I don't care what House Leandar says. They are pirates until we can fly freely ourselves. But even then, piles of dragon shards is never in an airship's, let alone Zeppelin's way. Well, you've done a good job. You've certainly fucked things up. House Tharask is pissed. Unbelievably. Unknown agents, they've said. Meddling in foreign affairs. And they could care less to lay with a reader in at all. They just want their fucking railway built. There's a lot of money at stake. There's a lot of massaging just to get House Orion to buy onto the fact to tie into this. And now the plans have changed. Oh, they have changed drastically. As he pulls and rolls out a map of Corvair. Shall we get ourselves a geography lesson?
Yeah, I was never very good at geometry.
Like I said, fucking stupid. Well, let's take a little peek at the dingleberry that we're all hanging out at. Welcome home to Shit City. New Throne. The only place where a tavern inside the shitters are better than the ones up above. You see, originally, a deal had been brokered with a small nation to the north. You might have heard of them. Called fucking Carnath and King Caius. There had been talk of bringing the lightning rail from the north. This would involve connecting the largest power to the north of us, coming down from Irontown. One of the northern connections. You see here, as he leans in OxyClean, the orange line is the lightning rail. This railway was set to come down south, following the mountains, cutting a swath through the Talinta Plains. You realize they have already negotiated treaty deals with the halflings who ride dinosaurs through these plains. besides that treaty, cutting a swath through an ancient burial ground called the Boneyard that even those dinosaur riding dipshits won't go through. They would cross and once again go down, following the mountains, all the way through White Cliff to New Throne. Not anymore. You realize why? Because you've taken out so many of the reader and they can't make enforcements to go up to the rest of Cobera. There's too many lizard men. They got past the Auntie. And then you all came along. Well, what happens when you run out of militiamen? You go and you find more. Now King Sebastes has brokered a new deal. Militia from the south. One of the former town of Wormwatch, now called Flamewatch. Reverend Camden has raised a militia to the south. Has been hired as the contractor to clear from here to New Throne. As now this railway will wrap to the south and go through whatever shithole Flamewatch is and cut across. But oh no, it gets better. It gets even fucking better. Now we have to account for the fucking air pirates. Because we will have to deal with the Valinor elves. We do not have a treaty with the elves. We only have protections and guarantees from the halflings from the Talenta Plains. So we literally already have our own pain point of where we know we're gonna get fucked in the ass. Because they will cross and go up north and connect all the way up here to Gatherhold. Trading capital. These dinosaur riding halflings. Can't even believe they have a city. It's impressive. So you can trade for your bone dice. Whatever bullshit they come up with. Then continue to head up north as we all get to look and wave past as we go through the morning of what could have been Seer and the rest before it heads back up north to Carnish country and to reconnect with the rest of the civilized world. This is going to cost Carnith so much more money. House Thrask, so much more money. It appears that there are going to be a few more people that want to talk to you than just the Readerin or King Sebastes. And while King Sebastes is a dope, he is the one who is civilizing the jungle. And the only reason that we are here. But you've been proficient at neutralizing a nation for such a small party. I thought it was an own splinter group from ourselves at once. And then I realized no one inside this group would have the balls or be stupid enough to try something so chaotic. And I found you on my doorstep, looking to meet, of all things. What an incredible coincidence. There's a lot of people that would love to know where you are. A lot of people. He takes a long pull from his drink.
So this makes sense what you're saying. What I'm not quite clear on is really your involvement in all this. This seems to be dealings of state and kingdoms. Where you got your fingers in whose pockets?
Listen here, Mr. Clean. We're the agents of chaos. We're the ones that can be controlling the destabilization. We control the night. We have functions in trade. If there's anyone causing a shitstorm, it should be us. And it's our business to know who's causing the shitstorm.
That makes more sense now. You like chaos, but only if it's your chaos.
We're paid to know these things. And we can make it easier or more difficult for parties that want to pay. But we can't go around placing bets with rogue parties doing things that we don't understand. But it is already done. They have changed routes. That money is gone. And while everyone else may try to underestimate you, I will not. So I break bread today instead of throw daggers. Today's a due day and a new dollar. Plans will shift. They will go south. But you owe me. Knowledge does not come free, especially of this nature. You have fucked with so many international institutions. Incredible, really. I wish I'd done it myself.
I don't like walking around with debt on my shoulders. And I appreciate this information. I'm sure we all do.
I have a feeling I've found just the right individuals to help take care of that first pain point.
Oh, do tell. You've been so informative. What is this pain point?
You know, the point where we're going through Valinor elf territory without their approval.
If I may, you're part of this guild or group, but you keep saying we. Is there more? Do you work for one of these houses?
Revenant Shadows work with all houses. Much like the houses, we see ourselves as neutral inside the Great War. Post-Great War now. We prefer to work with the highest bidders, with reliable contracts.
A follow-up question. Our involvement is not for any side but our own. There were wrongs to be righted, and we did that. This knowledge you have of our involvement, I'm sure is worth much to many. Is that something you plan to share?
Depends on what we agree to at this table. Now, You can come out of this shithole smelling like roses, or you can dig yourself further in the sewer that got you here. Choice is yours.
I do not care for politics. That is not my purpose. I will do what we decide as a group. But if it goes against my view, well, I will not do it. As for this king,
do tell me your consideration of what is against your view. What is the line item?
well, you make your ask, and I will tell you. But as for this
I'm not
king,
going to pin the tail on the thing I don't want to do. What is it?
could be many
innocence?
things.
Women, children? What makes you restless at night? And he stares at you. Your name.
Umber.
What makes you restless at night, Umber?
For one, the king. This colonizing, this making the jungle civilized through genocide is wrong.
Smells like commerce to me. Difference of opinion.
Why?
So, does anyone else have any other concerns before I tell you how you're going to avoid painful imprisonment and death from the hands of both House Thrask and the nation of Karnath?
What's the price of this information?
Your fine skills at securing the route between Kabara and the Talenta Plains. I've seen what you can do. And while you have cost all of us a great deal of money, we would get that back fivefold with this new deal. But I can't have variables running about. Get it? You have a problem with the Redarians? Oh. You've taken care of that. That investment has gone tits up. Barely enough to patrol their own city. Now they've had to deal with backwoods militia. God knows what kind of mess that is down south.
This deal you want brokered with the elves of Valinor?
Not dealing with the elves of Valinor. They're not going to deal. Just the same way we're not asking the pirates of the Lanzanar Principalias to try to give us a railroad when they are the ones who have the ships in our port. The elves control the air. The pirates of the Principalities control the sea. can understand the need for the railway now, shall you?
Direct connection for the money to get more.
And a way out of here. Pretty penny. For a long time. A nice middle ground. And all you have to do is deal with some bumfucks from down south and clear the way.
That's this new group. And Wormwatch? Is that what you said?
It's Reverend. He's an old friend.
Flame
By
Watch. Now,
friend, you mean somebody who's tried to kill us before.
no. Acquaintances.
Yep. He's an ass.
Makes for good teammates.
I see what you did there. That was a good one.
Yep. Shiny.
Hey, do you know what we're clearing out? Is this more of these savages you're calling from the jungle?
They're savage, but they are not savages. I promise you that. You will find some of the most fierce warriors of your entire lives when they find out that we have reappropriated. Once again, House Orient is free as a neutral party. To, shall we say, take a small easement. The rest of the nations are confiding in this. Just these stubborn elves and the fastest horses that you will ever see, and some of the sharpest blades. You realize it's a nation made of mercenaries. They left Seer when it got hot. And they made their own nation. Warriors. And when the bodies and the refugees walked out of the morning, and the lucky few that made it through that desert to the front gates of Valinor, and that day they chose violence, and they slit every one of those refugees' throats. No safe harbor for anyone. These are the kind of elves that they are. House Lyander, being elvish in nature, the only ones that go in and out and seem to have some sort of peaceful agreement with them. They honor that heritage. They are cold-hearted mercenaries and ghosts in the darkness of Ascend. This is where we drop our easement. We need to secure this railway before it shuts down, before it can even begin. But of course, your choice. I'm sure House Thrask would love to know who cost the first pile of gold to be dumped into the forge and melted away. I'm sure King Caius would love to know a handful of adventurers have literally screwed the pooch. Either way, we are in the position to recoup back what is ours. You can work with us and become under our protection. And we will say the chaos has been handled. Or you can go the opposite way. Choice is yours. There's much money to be made. Hopefully you see that.
When are you looking for us to make this agreement with you?
You make your choice when you walk out the door. You have safe harbor here until then.
That is kind of you. And about this dealing, is there a timeline for when this needs to be resolved by?
Oh, you mean the elf problem?
Yes.
There will be a need for establishing protocol and protection and a handoff. But I imagine if you can make it through the first season, uninterrupted commerce, surely. You could have well-trained the dinosaur riders to do the same. Get it through the thick skulls they have on their head.
I think you've given us quite a lot to think about.
Indeed. Please, more wine, mead, some food here. Our chaotic friends have a decision to make. I'll leave you be for the moment, but I will come back for the revelry. As he slides out, picking up one last slice of bread and ripping it off. It's only one fucking season. As he turns and he walks back to the bar.
That is a fucking character right there. I kind of like him, not gonna lie. His morals seem to be mighty gray, though.
What do you expect? They want to hedge their bets. I get that. And I don't want to piss off House Tharaski any more than they're already pissed off. I'm sure you don't either. He looks over at Garomesh.
Not even a little bit.
Now, I'll say this right here. This is the right time. Elves aren't the only thing to worry about. Elves are the start. You've seen the Mournforged. You know what they are. As he points back down to that map. I told you where they're at. This railway. This new way getting here. It's gonna cut a swath right through their land. There's no easy way about this, gentlemen. As we go up, cutting a path from the southern tip of where Flame Watch is now, all the way through Valinar Elf country, headed up north, all to hook on a railway that butts right up next to the moorland. Yeah, we cross the desert. We have elvish pirates and warriors at our back. House Galanda is the one he speaks of. They're the dinosaur riders, nomads. They're fierce. But are they going to be up for constant protection? We don't know how well they're being paid. Expect the worst, hope for the best. While we've dealt with the Mournforged for the moment, Garomesh, I'm sorry, but the Lord of Bones is real. I didn't want to talk about it then. Talk somewhat with the rest of the group. I'm sorry I lied. It just wasn't something I was ready to walk down that pathway. But they're there. And while they're not technically as advanced as the Mournforged, they want to be in every way. And the last thing they ever want to see is a table that looks like this. A group of diverse individuals sitting down, having a conversation. They wish the morning was larger. If it was up to them, they'll do it to the whole continent. Till it bleeds dry. They're in that mess too. I've seen them seamlessly go through the Blade Desert, in and out of the Mournland. I've been there. I know people there. I have friends there. I have enemies. There's no clean cut. A lot of us Warforged made a choice a long time ago. Walk that path or not. I chose not to walk that path. But they are real, and their blades are sharp. You realize we're going to be on the hook for a lot more than a passageway from Kebara. I just want to let you guys know that.
If I may, so I can understand, I am not one for politics, but we are asked to go to Flamewatch and deal with them, then move towards the section where the elves are and clear that out, all while dealing with Mournforged that's directly in that path as well, then cross a desert and go up north to deal with nomadic people, potentially, as well as those in the
Mournforged are
Mournland.
farther north. They won't be in Valinar country. He explained that we'll have protection from House Galanda, dinosaur riders. They're brokered into this deal. Railway connects to their major city. They have a vested interest in this, and no doubt, skin in the game. Our friend here, Brantham, he doesn't expect much out of it. I wouldn't write them off so quick. You don't control large swaths of country without understanding the lay of the land. They'll be important. After all, they're small individuals that made strong connections with creatures that could eat them for lunch. So don't count them out. Even if they do look a bit more primitive than the rest of us. You know the Mournforgers out there. We don't know how long we've set them back. They're somewhere. But I can tell you the Lord of Blades. Lord of Blades be looking for something like this. He doesn't have airships. What do you think's gonna happen when a lightning rail walks right through his doorstep? I got a bad feeling about it. I'm just saying. When we go on for this ride, it ain't over with the elves. And I know it seems like we get one piece to the next, right? I want to know where Vess is inside this jungle too, but I have to trust that she can take care of herself. I've learned that we can only do so much, even though it seems like we've accomplished a whole hell of a lot.
I'm fine with Flame Watch. That is not a problem for me, based on our history and the radical nature of them. As I glance and look at Garomesh, my problem is I do not kill for others' profit. I will defend myself. Death is a part of life, as life is a part of death. I do not owe, as much as they believe, any debt to this goblin or this guild or any kingdom. I am my own judgment and my own executioner. Now I will go and I will help if this is the path we are set on. But I will not simply kill for another's profit. And if that is what we are to do, then I may choose a different path down the road. That is where I stand.
I'm definitely not looking to fall back into military ways. I'm not just a gun that people can point and pull the trigger on. Something that keeps sitting in the back of my head throughout all this is that fist that Delcor said about being a sentinel of inspiration. Trying to see if these choices, these paths that we're going on are lining up with that. It's the only thing that really makes sense to me right now. I don't know about you, Leightash, but
Trust me, when it comes to this political stuff, I'd rather just go and get drunk and play at a bar. But unfortunately, this kind of puts a target on my back, your back, his back, their back. It's not a lot of spreading of the light we can do in this situation. I don't think anything makes me feel good at this point.
I know this much. We gotta even harder choice to make than whether we accept this deal or not. So we see this thing through. We chase every last reader in out of New Throne. Do we let that vacuum hit and the fanatics from the south become the dominant force in the region? Or do we keep the reader in weak enough to where they still maintain as the King's Guard, yet know in the back of our minds what they're gonna do with time? And let it fester. Leave us to guess what they have plans next. Or if instead of influence in the area, now they just want to content with taking their mercenary check. Won't know.
This sounds like a devil you know versus a devil you don't scenario.
Oxy, in my entire existence, I never thought I would say this. Having been through what I grew up with the Redra, I don't know if leaving these people to fanatical savages is better than letting them take hold here.
Well, I don't know if we have to let them stay powerful, just strong enough to keep these fanaticals at bay.
But it's just like at home. They always want more control, more influence, spreading inspiration, as they call it. I feel like we're trying to decide the fate of so many innocents. And as much as it hurts me to say it, maybe the Redra will be better protectors than the devil we don't know.
You know, I think you might be right. They're bastards. But they are calculated and they are kind of predictable. If there's anybody that we can at least have an idea of what they're planning, maybe even use a little bit of insight, a nice little radio communication with them, might not be a bad piece to leave on the board.
We both know what their ultimate goal is. Spread inspiration, gain influence. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that we left so many people to chance by weakening them too much.
If I may, I'm not, again, a person of ebb and flow. It is not a good situation. But it seems that this group, that goblin, are typically the ones that pass and know information and also seed chaos if needed, if I understood correctly. If we are to strike a bargain or something of that line, what's to say that they not keep us informed? or keep them in check, we would need to be informed, correct? So,
Information's got to flow both ways.
just a thought for you. I know this is important for both of you.
Listen to the words that you said, Umber. Maybe we have access to something that the rest of these parties don't. What's up here now? They underestimate the lizard folk in this territory. What if we didn't have to lay in the bed of the Redrin? Or the idiots of the fucking Flame Watch? What if we tap into the one resource that we know? And I know it's a long shot, because all this is designed to come in and take everything that they've got. But just maybe if we involve these tribes, maybe they can target the ones who took my airship out. Target the ones that want to make this jungle burn. Take out the bad and prop up the good. Maybe another one of these groups doesn't have to be wiped out. They think they can be in charge of their own destiny. We saw them and walk within the capital. There are other tribes.
About you, but I like Recoil's idea. We're bringers of chaos. What's to say we don't bring a little more? Play the X card. Who knows? Maybe being the last surviving members of the tribe of Shimmering Glass might actually mean something, other than the memories we carry.
I can tell you, coming from a short life in House Thrask, nothing upsets them more than the little guys. House Thrask is a giant organization. And the easiest way to take down or halt organizations like that is constant vigilance by tiny thorns.
I don't know how tiny, bluffing that we have an army. Maybe to them, that's a thorn. If we go all in on that, we go all in. And it might not all be by brute force. Maybe the king can be convinced. Maybe there's a more affordable route for the creatures that are already here. It's a shot in the dark.
Does this help us with our decision of deciding if we're going to take this bargain? This seems to be just a plan for how to handle Kabara.
It's Kabara or exile.
Gotcha.
Or if you so choose to die here. I certainly don't.
Yeah, no, not what I'm looking to do.
If we choose the latter, I'll take what I got in my pocket. I'll hop on one of those Lanzar pirate ships. Sail where's next. Choice is ours, gentlemen. Do we bluff that we have the army and the natives? Do we agree to work with the Reederans? That shithead, what was his name? Jocko?
Fucking guy.
We gotta make a choice. What do you choose?
I don't know.
Would rather bluff my ass off than have to deal with Yazvok and Reverend Camden again.
Yazvok was his name. Thank you.
Yeah,
Jocko.
fuck that guy.
He was a fucking Jocko.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I mean, come on, guys. What do? We swing around, we do best. Make it up on the fucking fly and try not to die. We bluff our way out, say we have the native army. I don't know. I still think what we learned in the jungle, the tribe of Shimmering Glass, means something. We could establish some sort of balance here. Maybe that's the ultimate goal. Umber, you saw what they did already in the sewers. Genocide to the native people. Not saying we're going to cause world peace, but I don't know, maybe we can bring a little balance to this part of the world. Or die trying. At least if we do die, it's for something it's for the better good and not just coin in some goblin's pocket. No, that's how I feel. I'm still torn.
Garomesh, what do you think?
You're talking about bluffing about having the natives and having the native army, and then you talk about being the last of the tribe. We are the native army. We're not bluffing.
You know, I never thought of it that way. Maybe that's why we're here right now, sitting around this table. So it wouldn't technically be bluffing. We're telling the truth.
Yeah, we have an army. Just how big? They don't need to know.
You know, up until this point, I wasn't really keen on drinking. Now I'm starting to get thirsty. I like where this is headed.
So it's decided. More chaos. Okay?
Fuck yeah, chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of confused. I actually don't know what we're bluffing, but I'm just going with the flow because I'm actually confused on who we're bluffing.
We're talking about that we have a army.
or
We have the army of native lizard men. That we have an army equal to the militia plus the Readerin, and we choose our own path. And that we are still combatants with the Readerin, and we do not trust the Flame Watch. We trust us and our own
And
army.
ultimately not taking this deal.
No, we're taking the deal. We're taking the deal on our own terms.
Ah,
Got it.
So we're basically the from what I understand,
We're assuring the protection of both New Throne, the
Yes.
passage to New Throne, to Flame Watch,
We're
and the
fighting
safe
all sides.
the safe passage through
We're literally-
Valinor.
Yeah, we're literally doing the same thing that this group of individuals do. They play all cards, hedge their bets, and always come out on top. Always come out with the winner.
Yeah.
We're doing.
I
the
just
same.
wanted to make sure because I'm like, wait, who? Because I was like, I feel like there's multiple levels. I'm like, oh, but that's actually what it is. It's just
Yeah,
multiple
yeah.
levels of bullshit. It's like,
Yeah, we were
Okay.
given 5 different choices and we chose them all.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
We took on the giant responsibility for a moral higher ground.
Yeah.
Yep, you just picked Captain America difficulty, and I'm here for it.
I can do this all day.
Of course you did. Because that's America's ass or Kabara's ass.
So,
Before we get there, just one other thing. I look at Garomesh. That seems to be your decision, but what of your counterpart? Does she have a thought? I'm talking to you, Callista.
the fuck?
who the fuck's Callista?
Without a thought, you find a crossbow bolt pointed at your face.
Shit, man.
Where did you
This
hear
got
that?
good.
And the other hand is on my chest, feeling for my book.
I've known that name a long time. I've searched a long time. And here you are.
As Brantham walks past. Oh, I bet this looks like discussions went quite well. Decide to kill each other? Or do we have a deal?
Just staring at Garomesh.
That's all I'm saying.
Your lead, Leightash.
Oh, I want to see what happens here. This is riveting. You can wait. I mean, they're either going to shoot it out or we're going to make a deal. We'll get to that.
I'm not her type.
Put the fucking crossbow down. Yes. We have all agreed here to accept partial terms. And we would like to discuss Oh, there's much time to discuss. Good. Please, open the doors. As you see this manticore.
Well, fuck.
Instant
Walk
windmill in here.
through that shimmering gate, and on the back, an ornate plate armor half orc with the sign of the red wolves emblazoned on their chest, House Thrask. For us to have a conversation with Ambassador Bracknor. Please come meet our new business partners, Ambassador. As that manticore kneels down, as you can see this rank and file guard of humans and half orcs from House Thrask line either side, as he gets off and takes off his helmet, and the red wolf approaches the table. That is where we will pick up
Oh, jeez!
next session.
We didn't know the house was gonna be here. No!
Son of a
Of course
bitch.
they are. Of course they are.
That was not a variable you had laid out for us. No.
That wasn't part of the deal.
House Thrask would love to know your plans for the region. Stakes
Three
just
with
got
Richard
raised.
Oh my
I can
god,
think
the amount of lore in this freaking episode, man. Holy crap.
Now you know the stakes of the region. You literally made me reverse the fucking railways with the choices that you guys have made. It's so much harder to go from the south because you have to go through Valinor, but you fuck the reader in so hard.
Good. That makes me feel better, but worse all at the same time.
I love it. You made it a logistical nightmare for them. And what's interesting is you have this new ally in the dinosaur riders because you've made everything better for them.
Right. They got more railway going through more of their land, which means more cut for them.
Everything. So you have this ally out there that you don't even know. They're like the Ewoks that are out there.
Everybody loves the Ewoks.
I feel like they're probably more like the sand sniper. Sand people on Tatooine. But
Yeah.
It's Raiders.
Fucking dinosaur riders, man.
Dino Riders.
We have to take an easement from the Valinor elves and everything else that cuts a swath up and out. I'm so excited. Welcome to the Wild Wild West, boys. Will the frontier be forged on your terms, or will it all go up in flames?
Did you put your crossbow down, Callista? Was it Callista that drew the crossbow, or was it Garomesh that drew the crossbow? Do we not know? We don't know.
know.
It was in Garomesh form that
Right.
he's not sitting there as Callista, but yeah.
So then, is the crossbow still up?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so fucked up.
There's even more
Inter-party
lore
drama.
coming. Even
Oh,
outside
yeah.
of the world lore. It's, oh man.
what a drop
The
at the
good
very
stuff.
end.
That's exactly where I was like, I'm gonna do this at the end of this episode. I was like, I'm gonna do this at the end of this episode.
Right when you started saying it, I was like, oh, I know what I would do there. Immediately.
Yep.
For my lack of Eberron knowledge of this campaign, is that anything that has gone on before, or is this new development between Umber and Garomesh?
You don't know.
Okay.
I honestly, I don't even know as the DM. And if I
I'm
did, I still wouldn't tell
saying
you,
that,
but I
like,
don't
who
know.
I know from being a newbie. Cool. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, we can fill you in, RoBear.
Hey, I love it.
Lord of
No,
Blades is real.
there are some things I don't need to know. The Lord of Blades is real, bitch.
You didn't know I was a god, but neither did I at the start of this
Yeah.
campaign. But now look, here we are. So there we go.
What an episode, man. Such good role play. That freaking ritual ceremony, Umber.
Let's go, dude. I thought I was like, well, here we go. We're fighting a fucking we're fighting Sue or something. He's about to go down.
Or something.
Yep.
We're lost. And we're tired. And we rolled that once.
We're lost, tired. We rolled that
We did
once.
it.
Fuck.
We did it.
Readerins on the rope.
Fuck them.
I got arcane cannoned and dissolved. Well, hey, I had to think. I was like, I need to come up with something for this. This is not good. That is a lot of acid.
There you go.
That's a lot of acid. So I'm like, oh, hey, cool story moment. And I was
Force
like,
character lore.
Tim, hope you're ready.
but I wanted to do something cool, but I didn't want to be like, okay, I didn't want to take Garomesh away. Like, we need to do cool, we get a good reveal, and then because of the circumstance, but then come back with, okay, what is this flame and how is he able to switch between the two? Help drive a little bit of what he's wrote out, but not just be like, nope, Garomesh is gone now.
I love it. It fits even further into the idea of the character.
That does a lot.
I fucking love it. I love it so much.
I asked him ahead of time. I was like, "Can I reveal this?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right."
So
Mic
like
drop.
to give the chat a little bit of insight, I based this character out of a few different things, and one of them actually was a friend of mine describing their experience as a trans individual. Like their entire life up until they learned what being, a trans person is. And then that moment, how it changed. Like their entire brain just changed when they figured that out.
Feet in multiple shoes, man.
Yeah.
Lets me make you have wisdom saving throws.
I love it.
Dude, super cool. You guys rocked it. What a good session back.
2022.
I'm so glad that Eberron kicks off the fucking week.
It really is a nice
Place in the
schedule
table.
adjustment.
Oh, and it's heating up. We got a lot of work to do, and I'll be honest, I don't know if Umber is down for all of it. There's a lot of things I'm like, this is so far off. I don't kill for hire. That's not me. Like, I'll go deal with certain groups, but
It's fun because the way your character is, it always I always need to come up with like a situation that he could like at least like partially agree to. So it's been fun. Whereas in a normal party, I wouldn't go to nearly as many steps to go and be like, all right, what shit job we taking?
how much are we getting paid, guys?
Or-
What magical items are we getting?
Some parties you're like, fuck it, dude, I'm getting on that pirate ship and I'm out of Kebara.
Yep.
I didn't think you guys would do it, but I was like, man, there's a chance where they just take the fucking pirate ship and just go.
I was contemplating it because, beyond fighting the Redra and spreading the light, this is kind of a bullshit fight. We're getting drug into some nonsense that, a regular old bard doesn't want to get mixed up into, but...
And that's a Leightash thing. Like, screw it, man. I'm going to take the exile. Like, but then you've had all this life experience and you've become the Fist of Delcar and you feel like you're leaving your boys back behind, where it's like Leightash a couple of months ago would have been like, I'm out of here.
100% I've been like, no, I'm taking the boat. See it.
I'm going to Ultima Parola. I'm going to get wicked smashed. I'm going to say that I'm here forever and that I love you, baby, and that I'm on that pirate ship later.
In the morning.
Well, and being a Fist of Delcor is really Oxy's only driving motivator right now. That's really his only clear, piece to know what he thinks makes sense and needs to work towards and be true to. So it makes it a little bit easier for Oxy, but there's still a lot of haze
Yeah.
A lot of goodness, a lot of goodness, a lot of layers to a lot of different things here. I mean, everybody's got a different piece in the pie, and right now the pie is all
Good
over
thing
the
we're not on
fucking
arcs
kitchen.
anymore. Just back to episode numbers. Can't be on arcs with this. There's too many arcs.
Arc 1.6.3.247. It's like
Ideas that just sometimes look great and have to be shit canned later. I
happens.
am a big fan of Brantham, and I'm glad that we are finally there with Brantham.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm a big fan of him.
And on the
character.
inside, we'll see how everything else sorts out. Love you guys. Thanks for all the hype. Thanks for the cards. We'll see you tomorrow for Baldur's Gate. Y'all be good.